You can always count on Darwin for some form of quality. Oh, we have 1 or 2 blues in here by PaintingOrange. This is a level that I did see and play as it was going through. Lots of interesting art compositions here. Lots of personality on the insides of the blocks with different faces, shapes. We have lots of scaling effects there. Looking through here, we have a seatbelt logo that you would see on a flight or something. But I love this color scheme. Like the mild green, then paired with the orange and the blue in the foreground. It's very well thought out. There's so many layers to this, just so many creative custom assets like these rotating stars. We have giant monsters in the background. It goes so deep. There are signs in the background. Everything is either moving or scaling. You see these circle-based designs are scaling up and down, which is fascinating. Oh, I've played 24% of this one already. I'm excited to play the whole thing in its entirety here. Don't know why I didn't at the start. But yeah, look at the style of this. Super sick, very refined and stylistic right from the jump. You see the typography and everything is just so cleanly laid out. Love the low gravity and the shading on the blocks, really cool. Love how floaty all of these objects are. This low gravity ship, never usually a fan of low gravity ship, but this works really well. I think this level is fantastic. It's one of my favorites in the contest that I've seen. As I was pointing out in the video, this color scheme is absolutely fantastic. Love how interactive it feels with everything kind of pulsing and jumping and moving around. There's so much text to just look at and feast your eyes upon. Really cool. And we have a black hole that opens and transitions through into the next section, which is slow, dark, grayscale, but it's kind of pulsing into a little bit of color on the icon right there. I think this is a really effective way to build up the level. Very slow gameplay, but it really immerses you in the floaty feel of the background, makes you look at everything properly and see the personification of all of the details. Love how the background keeps getting interrupted by this other circle. I can't read the text, unfortunately. Okay, let's just see how this transition comes together. We see some particles moving down. We're zooming in with the circle. It shrinks down into a star, and then the spider is all black and white just going through this little space section. This one is a little bit more empty than the rest. You don't see as much charm in the blocks so far, but then it really shoots out into this fast-paced and energetic section with this creature in the middle of the screen. Lots of rotating and fast-spinning details. I think I was supposed to be mini there because I just saw a regular size portal. It just says cow, milk, you know. It's very silly. It's a silly little level, but I love it. I think the designs come across super duper well, even if they're not the most detailed thing in the world. The style really pulls this whole thing together. And I think the real impressive stuff is the first half. The second half is a lot more experimental. With the slow section, the black and white area, it takes a risk with the way that the level develops. I think the glow and the colors look super good in the second half too. But really a lot of the personality shines through in the beginning. But yeah, just look at, I love that text with the 102. I think the colors at the start are fantastic. You have the gravity setting in the top left, which is actually really nice. Just knowing the exact number of the gravity that is put into the trigger, I think that's funny. There's just so much to look at. Some of the details in this level kind of feel like memes. You have Asteroid Walker, you have this moon with the silly face on it, you have teeth chattering in the background. I think that's really funny. Just random floating details to really create this miscellaneous vibe through space, and that's what makes the next part so effective, because it's already established itself as this level that doesn't take itself too seriously, and then you see this insane environment. I can't believe I just died there. Wow. You know, you never get clickbaited into thinking you're gonna get like a super spacious and vibey space atmospheric level. You know straight away that this is gonna be kind of a cartoony classic right here. And I think the structuring here is fantastic. The layers that the blocks have, the windows and everything. I also really like how it slows down and speeds up. And then you have this transition that kind of wipes out the entire level. You lose connection and go slow motion into this slower space section. I think it's really nice. The fish and the horses. Somehow, PaintingOrange has made this work with the Space Gauntlet theme. I'll never understand how people have such creative visions and tie them all together with such compelling visuals that make sense from start to finish and vary themselves enough where you never really get bored. It's ridiculous. Even the stairs in the background have eyeballs on them. I think it's really cool. You have small little moving details in the background. And then we have this slow spider section. Super impressive how it all just spaces itself out and feels so natural. There's not a transition in this level that doesn't feel really well worked in. It's not mindless, but it feels right when you're playing through. It's like, yes, this makes sense. It feels like everything in the level is meant to happen. It feels smooth. It feels well done. It feels well executed. I love the fast moving details on top of the blocks. feels very futuristic, and how the level keeps slowing down and adding layers on the front, but because it's been doing it the whole time, it just feels so seamless. Like, it's such a smooth level. There's not a single movement in this level that feels janky. Everything is perfectly timed, and yeah, what a cool ending. Very thought-provoking as a level. It's got a very unique art style. As